I'd say the beach on this side of the island feels a lot cleaner and nicer. I am here in, as you can tell, what is essentially a fake Italian village. There's no one on the beach. There's no one on the Kiss Bridge either. It's not the off season, it's the on season. I don't know what's going on. I will say the one downside that I find personally is
I'm working on my foreign voice.
hello from the Vietnamese island paradise of Phu Quoc. If you have been following my channel, then you know I have spent the last few weeks exploring Vietnam from top to bottom, and now I am here, sadly, at my last destination in this beautiful country. I am here on the island of Phu Quoc, which is in the southwest of the country. It's actually quite close to Cambodia. Even though it's not currently the rainy season officially, there has been quite a lot of rain in the forecast. But the good news is it's not currently raining, so we're taking advantage here at the beach.
It feels a little bit heavy, like I'm told it should. I was a little unready, didn't know if I could.
I arrived on the island last night. It was about a 45-minute flight from Ho Chi Minh City, so it was pretty easy to get to. There is a budget airline, Vietjet, that you can take here. When I arrived, it was absolutely pouring rain, so I am so grateful that we have some clear skies, or mostly clear skies, to enjoy at the beach today. Now, I am certainly not the only tourist here, but you may notice the beach is not as crowded as you might expect a place this beautiful to be. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of the history of this island or why that might be, but I do know that it's relatively new as a beach island destination here in Vietnam. So I think this video is the perfect opportunity to explore and try to figure out, is visiting this island really worth it? And why aren't more people coming here? So I've been here now at the beach for several hours. I finally got in the water. I was very focused on finishing my book, so I did that. I may or may not have gotten a tan. I think we'll see in a couple hours. But overall, the beach has been really nice. There have been a few other people kind of coming and going. It's definitely not crowded by any stretch. I will say the one downside that I find personally is the dogs. There are a few stray dogs here on the beach that just don't look like they're well. Obviously, I feel very bad for the dogs, but they come quite close to you and it makes me a little uncomfortable. So that's the only thing. Other than that, the beach is beautiful, the weather's good, the prices are great. So overall, maybe 9 out of 10. So I'm just leaving now. That was Angry Crab Beach Bar, and it was an honestly really solid option for if you just want a stretch of beach, a couple drinks. It's a good place to sit. There was no chair fee for the beanbags, which I always appreciate. The drinks were also super affordable. I think my mango smoothie was 80,000 dong, so that's less than 4 USD, and you know, you're paying to be on the beach, so you won't hear me complaining. As I'm walking around, I'm seeing lots of really beautiful luxury resorts and hotels. I could be wrong, but they do seem empty. Now, to be fair, the weather forecast for this weekend was really, really bad. It was supposed to rain the entire time, so that could definitely be a factor. But I have heard that this is something that other people have noticed, that parts of this island feel kind of empty.
With everything and nothing holding me here, now I'm making plans for the rest of the year.
I grabbed a quick banh mi on the way home from the beach. It was 45,000. They also had an option with less meat for 25,000. So we're talking $1 to $3. I did, of course, then go around the corner and find a place that had banh mi for 15,000, which is less than $1. So I think you can definitely do this island very, very affordably, but you may have to know slightly more where to look. But again, we're talking a difference of $2. The sun is just going down now and it'll soon be time for dinner, so I figured it's the perfect opportunity to check out the night market here on the island. I have heard mixed things about the night market, but I am curious to see it, and again, the rain has held out, so I may have just jinxed it, but hopefully it'll stay dry. Already I'm really impressed. It's much larger than I was expecting. There are full storefronts as well as lots of stands with food and souvenirs. I've heard it's mostly food, but there seem to be a lot of things to buy as well.
And everyone is saying it's not a choice that I need to make. It's just a voice pointing out everything that's at stake. No one I know is gonna show me the way, but I know staying put is still choosing to stay.
Obviously, we're on an island. Seafood is the thing to eat here. I haven't quite decided what direction I'm taking tonight's dinner in just yet, but it is really fun to watch people choose which fish they will eat from the tanks and then see the person grill it up right next to them. I think it's fair to say that the tan that I got on the beach earlier is setting in. That's all right. It's okay. I just stopped for some dinner at a Thai place. It was called Pad Thai. So I ordered the Pad Thai. It was really well reviewed and I see why. It was delicious. It was a couple of dollars. I think generally here prices are a bit higher than on the mainland in Vietnam, but not by much. The market is definitely a bit more crowded now. I think that it starts to fill up as the evening goes on. So I might do another walk through, maybe do a little souvenir shopping. But otherwise, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Pretty successful first day here on the island. It is another day here on the beautiful island of Phu Quoc. I think you may be able to tell that my camera lens is fogging up a bit with this humidity. We have a little bit of rain today, but I don't think it's gonna stick. I think we're gonna have another beautiful day. Today I've decided to check out a different part of the island. I'm currently in the sort of main area, the main township, which is called Nguyen Dong. I definitely need to work on my Vietnamese pronunciation. In fact, the name of the island, a lot of English speakers pronounce the island Phu Quoc because that is kind of how it's spelled from an English-speaking mindset. Q-U-O-C, we would say quoc or something along those lines. But I did speak to a few Vietnamese people who taught me that the correct pronunciation is something along the lines of Phu Quoc, so that's what I've been trying to say. But the pronunciation is quite difficult here. I am not good at all at Vietnamese. So if you are Vietnamese or you speak Vietnamese and you're following, please let me know. Give me some tips for how I can pronounce these words better. The southern tip of the island is known for having many large resorts, beautiful beaches, and a very famous cable car. So we're gonna see what we can get up to today. We're gonna hope that the weather holds out. Regardless, it's going to be another beautiful day on this beautiful island.
Talks a little bit to me like I wished he would. He sees a little bit through me where the walls once stood.
Well, welcome to Sunset Town. That is the actual name of where I am right now. I can't believe this. If you showed me a picture of where I am and asked me to guess what country this was in, I can't say Vietnam would have been my first guess. I am here in, as you can tell, what is essentially a fake Italian village. And I gotta say, it's beautiful. It does feel a little bit empty here kind of in a Las Vegas or Disney World sort of way, where you know that this was built for tourists. It's not like people live in these buildings, but it's really beautiful, and I'm just really excited to do some exploring. It's a very unique place to be. It's a bit windy here as I'm closer to the water, but over my shoulder here is the Kiss Bridge. It's a very cute concept. There's two sides to the bridge and they don't quite connect, but they're close enough that one person can stand on one and the other can stand on the other, and you can kiss. This really is so interesting because there are so many buildings around, and I assume that they're all resorts, or most of them are resorts, but there aren't many people out. I mean, it's good weather, so maybe they're at the beach, but it definitely feels like there's a lot more potential here than is being put to use. And I don't know why that is. I'm now just walking around this resort area, and a lot of things are closed. I mean, behind me is, or was, or maybe will be, a restaurant. There's a fountain here that's not on. It's really interesting. I mean, the optimist in me is hoping that it just means that they're preparing for more tourists and doing construction and things like that. It does make me wonder if they're preparing for maybe more of a boom in tourism to come, or if this was something that was intended for maybe 2020 and the world events maybe stopped it. I just stopped for some lunch. I had some seafood fried rice. It was about $4.33, which is obviously very affordable, but more expensive than a non-touristy location here in Vietnam. I'm so intrigued by this. Right now, it's the middle of the day, it's a weekend. There's no one at this craft beer place. Maybe it's not open, but there's no one on the beach. There's no one on the Kiss Bridge either. It's not the off season, it's the on season. I don't know what's going on. Behind me, you can see the famous cable car here on the island. I was thinking about riding it today. However, it's already about 4:30 p.m. and I just found out, almost too late, that the last ride of the day is at 5 o'clock. So if you are planning on going, plan ahead. The ticket costs around $25.50 USD round trip, and I believe that also includes a ticket to the water park that the cable car takes you to. I will just say, be careful if you're buying your ticket in person, because I went to buy a ticket from one of the resort lobbies here, and they almost didn't tell me before I purchased it that the last ride of the day is at 5. So I guess I was buying a ticket for tomorrow, but they didn't tell me that. So I'm really, really glad I asked before I bought it. On Kem Beach. It's known for being one of the most beautiful beaches on the island, and I can definitely see why. I'm on the east side of the island, whereas before I have been sticking to the west side, and it feels a little different. It's definitely still a bit cloudy, but the sky is still blue, the waves are beautiful, and it's so peaceful, even with a little wind. I'd say the beach on this side of the island feels a lot cleaner and nicer than the beach that I went to on the west side. There are more resorts in this area, but there are beach bars as well and places to lay out. I've gotten a chair at one of the beach bars here. There was actually no fee for the seat. There's just a minimum spend of 150K dong per person. That's roughly 6 USD. Super affordable, very reasonable, and it is just such a beautiful spot here on the beach. The one thing that is a little bit odd is that you do have to spend the entire minimum spend in one go. So I did have to order 2 beers at the same time, but again, with this view, I'm very happy.
I've learned to ignore the way. Not all who hurt have to numb the pain.
I don't know what that's about.
I can bear it pushing down on me. It's only a little bit heavy.
It has to happen. The true test. I'm getting in the water.
It's not a choice that I need to make. It's just a voice pointing out everything that's at stake. No one I know is gonna show me the way, but I know staying put is still choosing to stay.
Now, to be fair, it's a bit windy, but the water's pretty warm. I mean, I don't know, it's not cold anyway. As I'm standing out here on this perfect beach, I'm realizing that this is not only the end of this video, but the end of my entire Vietnam series. These past few weeks have been more than I could have ever hoped for. I have had the best time in this country, and I'm just so grateful that I got to have this experience, to meet all the people that I met, to eat the food that I got to eat. It's been so incredible. Thank you to everyone who came along, who watched, to everyone that I met on this journey. It's just been so beyond what I could have imagined. I'm so sad that it's over, but I will absolutely be back. While it may be the end of this chapter, I have so many more videos on the way that I've already planned, and some of them I'm filming before I even get home to the US. So you're gonna wanna make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications, and stay tuned because there's so much more on the way. If you liked the music in this video, it is, as always, one of my original songs. I've linked it in the video description, but you can also find my music anywhere you get music online by searching Claire Hawkins. So with that, I will say thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon.
I'm working on my foreign